Hi, everybody. Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements.
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Happy Rosh Hashanah. I guess if you are observant of that holiday, you may not be here to hear that. But in any event, I just want you to know I do wish you all a happy holiday for those that are observing Rosh Hashanah. And this is, what do I call it this week? Healing to Happiness with Clairvoyant Medium me, Spirit Medium Laura. And I guess I kind of like that word clairvoyant. It is somewhat indicative of what I do because I see spirit quite a lot and things come in visually, but I'm also very clairaudient and a number of other different skills. But clairvoyant also means that you're more of a medium type of reader, which is what I am. So welcome to the show. Hi. I also do healing here on the show. I didn't ask anybody if they want a healing, but if you do want a healing, that's also for you if I get to you. Even with mediumship, if you're in a very grieving or lost state, and I might just volunteer it if I feel that it is necessary. And I do feel healing is necessary. Reason is I'm trying to empower you, clear blocks with the idea that we truly are co-creators, that our destiny can truly be created as per our ability to understand and then to set intention. Those individuals best attuned to set intention are those individuals that have been on a spiritual training path. Individuals who fast, for example, and do prayer, or Buddhist monks, and or a yogi master, if you will. These individuals are, and also a Christian healer of some sort. They would be doing regular fasting and setting intention. So it's intention set from a highly focused gamma brainwave state that's faster than beta, creates miracles. So that's one of the things I do on the show. And besides that, I will open with a channeled message for everyone. I will do mediumship and other kinds of messages. So it's kind of going to be kind of fun. I will focus on mediumship for the first half the show, and then I will move to a mix of that. If you want to be in the queue to receive messages, just call this phone number, area code 347-945-5849. That's area code 347-945-5849. Oh, and I forgot to say, everything I am saying is on a website. So if for any reason you don't remember or you didn't hear it properly, just go to this location on the internet, spiritmediumtv.com. And that TV is kind of interesting because there is a live video feed of me there. So that's spiritmediumtv.com. I'm doing the show live there. The schedule of the show generally is Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But depending on where you are in the globe, it would be related to that. Okay, so the top 3 things on spiritmediumtv.com is the sale. You can get a sale for a private session with me. It's number 1 on that page, and it tells you how to get the sale by going to Spirit Medium TV and choosing option 1. You can also win. You can win a session, a clairvoyant psychic session with me. Step number 2 on Spirit Medium TV talks about that, but I'll just say quickly, on Spirit Medium TV, if you join my mailing list, you're in to win for the month we're in. Oh, that kind of rhymes a little bit. You'll be in to win. And that means we're in September now, so You'll only be competing with those who joined the mailing list during September to win. And if you keep rejoining, you are not included. I don't believe so. I think that the mailing list software automatically takes you out, but I'm not sure. So you might want to try anyway. Okay, and then the third option that's very important on that page is if you want to jump to the top of the reading queue, if you have something that's urgent and just can't wait, you can skip the gate. Skip right to the top of the gate by making a donation, which goes in part to help animals. And that's item 3 on the website, spiritmediumtv.com. A couple of little announcements. I just did a wonderful, wonderful class over the weekend called Soul Abundance. And I had some wonderful students, and it was a lot of fun. I got a lot of great feedback. Coming up in October, I will be doing another class. This is all part of a development series called Soul Psychic Healer Mediumship Certification. And each class builds upon the one before. So the one I just did this past weekend is for opening up your heart center and your clairsentience, your intuition, which is helpful for mediumship. So it's this, as you can see, it's a complete spectrum of development. Month coming up, October, I'll be doing clairaudience, focusing on that in the form of channeling spirits, and you will be doing exercises such as meeting your own spirit guide, learning your life purpose, taking a trip into the Akashic records to read a past life or a future life, and also automatic writing. It's going to be a very exciting class, and if you're developing your own gifts, or even trying to develop your creativity, of which this class is pivotal. Channeling is pivotal to anyone who wants to be more creative. Okay, writer, artist, dancer, what have you, actor, whatever it is, whatever your creative thing is. Actually, anything really, because creativity is integral to success, right? Yeah, so just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you'll see a link down the page to register for training. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I never know. I just like to do things in spur of the moment. Oh yeah, I'll be doing a clairvoyant trance circle also in the month of October. There's a link for that. And if there's anything else I need to say. Well, I was kind of toying with something, but I think that's going to come through in the channeling. So what I'd like you all to do to prepare for our messages then, everybody who's in attendance this evening. By the way, hi, Reverend James. Hi. Everybody that's out there, if you would please open your body position, uncross your arms and legs, and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal region, your abdominal area. Allowing yourself to completely let go, allowing yourself to unwind. This is your time. This is your time this evening. It's all about you. Feeling self-indulgent, imagining your guides before you, your angelic beings. And as you continue to breathe deeply from the abdominal area, I would like you, if you want an other side connection, to ask your loved ones to come in right now. If you are wanting a life question, then please focus on that question in your mind, asking your divine beings to help answer it for you. And so your answer could come from a one-on-one during the radio show, or just life itself, or even other messages to other people, but ask that you receive your answer. And so as you do that, I'm going to go off and invoke the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now back to everyone that's in presence here this evening. I would like you all, on your next exhale of deep breath, to release into your space your energy, and I will connect us all. One moment, please. Okay, so the color for this evening, or the main color I get for everyone in attendance, is the color green, meaning that it's all about healing for everyone this evening. And when you think about it, everything is really about healing. Healing meaning moving away from fear, which is anxiety, worry, doubt, to love, which is connection to our highest deity, the presence within ourself that connects to the all that is, which is divine love. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to make a connection now with the guides that be. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We have been waiting on the side to come right in. We are dearly all ones, truly your loving beings from beyond. We mean beyond the earth plane. However, we are just a heartbeat away. We are not far away. It is our intention this evening to tell you or to share with you ways that you can move from fear to love. One of the ways is allowing yourself to truly let the divine presence in. Each of you has a way to open that portal, your own unique way. Some of you, it might be meditation and prayer. Others, it might be a simple walk, which allows you to meditate and contemplate. Still others might feel sitting at the ocean or a lake or a body of water is very, very soothing for you. Whatever the way is, it allows you to relax, center, and be clear in your mind, heart, and soul is the way to begin the process of connection with divine. The next thing that you do need to do once you have relaxed and let go is you do need to set your intention. You do need to ask and or state what it is that you would like. You need to say it clearly. If it is a healing, you need to state that. If it is a feeling of being calm and centered, you need to ask for that. It is far more powerful to state what you want than to ask for it. Because when you state it, inherent in the statement is the belief that there truly is a power that is divine, omnipotent, and omniscient that would work with you, that would heal you, that would help you. And so, our dear friends, we want you all to understand that help is just a heartbeat away, just a relaxing statement, a relaxing intention statement away. And when you care to have anything in your life, and you open to asking and stating thusly, you will find that your life will take on the stuff of miracles, and you will not suffer anymore. Namaste. That was very pretty. Well, thank you so much for divine beings for coming through. I'm going to go to Tanya, who's been patiently waiting. Hello, Tanya. How are you this evening, honey? Hello, Tanya. Wow, I must have done a really great meditation. She disappeared. Well, Tanya, we're going to put you back in the queue, and I will go to the next person waiting, which is Veronica, waiting for an other side connection. Hello, Veronica. How are you this evening, love?
I'm fine.
Good. And now you're wanting another side connection also, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we see for Veronica. Hold on. Well, there's somebody by your left shoulder. Usually that means grandparent, okay? But it's kind of low. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Well, it's not exactly a grandparent. It's more like it's a female. It's a distant cousin or somebody that's related to you in some way. I won't say exactly cousin, so don't get fixed on that, but it's not exactly grandparent. Let me see if male or female. Male. It's male. Okay, it's more in your age group. It's more peer to you, this individual, this soul. He's been gone for some time, and you think about him a lot, and you wonder about him, if he's okay, if he's not okay. You're wondering if he'll come in, and you're wondering if he'll come in clearly this evening. It's a male. Now, so far, from what I'm saying, is that true for you, my dear Veronica? Do you understand that, please? Because that's what I'm getting so far.
Yes.
Okay. And he's here. Okay. It's interesting. He's saying he has a soul contract with you from another lifetime that he would have come in this lifetime to have been your husband, your spouse, or somebody very close to you like that. You understand, please?
I understand.
Very, very special and divine connection. Very deep love between the two of you. Oh my goodness. I'm going to cry.
Wow.
I'm going to cry because he's given me all kinds of goosebumps, and the sentiment here is extremely potent. He thanks you so much for letting him come in this evening. He's so very grateful, and he also, the way he shows me this gratitude is the way his personality, very respectful person, very, very respectful person, very, what's the word for it? Anything he received in life, he was always very appreciative and aware individual. Certainly not someone who took anything for granted, including you and the family that you have together. I'm assuming they're children because he's making me feel there are children on earth that he's left behind. Is that correct, please?
Yes.
Okay. He says 4. Now, I don't know if that's 4 in the family. I'm leaning towards 4 children. That's an awful lot of children. Do you have 4 children, please?
No, we had 1.
You only had 1. Okay. Well, there's a number 4, so I don't know where that fits. I'll leave that alone for a moment. Now, what I see is a man looks like he's tall or got long legs. The rib cage and the he's a little short-waisted. I know you're going to find this maybe a little funny, Veronica, but I do get very specific visions of people. So what I see is his chest area and his torso area is carrying a little extra weight, or it's bulky. I'll just put it to you like the bulky. But yet he's short-waisted. He doesn't have like a long torso. Or another way to say that is his legs are long, but his torso looks compact compared to that. He also is a browner skin, and he's got a very short kind of hair, the way it looks to me right now. He's also wearing darker pants with a whiter shirt. And I don't know why he shows me this, but it would make sense. What I'm trying to say is right now I don't have the meaning, but there's always a meaning for everything I'm being shown. And he's not looking at me. Let me see why he wants to show me it this way. What are you trying to say, sir? There's also a name that comes in, like an S name, like a Sam or something like that. See, honey, what are you trying to show me, love and spirit, please? I just said I like to. Okay. He shows me that he was devout, that he was a person that would worship, or that he believed in God. Do you remember that, please, for him?
No.
Okay. Well, he's showing me that he liked to pray a lot. I'll just say it like he's telling me. I don't know what that means. Okay, I will say that. And for some, okay, now he's showing me something else. There's also something about uniform. Either he wore a uniform or there's uniforms around him. Does that make sense to you, please, in any way?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, that's my father-in-law you're talking about now.
Okay.
A different guy you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Was he on the taller side with a kind of a little bulkier rib cage?
Yeah, and he was religious and he did wear a uniform.
Oh, okay. Well, he's here also then. Maybe we have both of them, you know? We could have both of them, okay?
He passed away less than a year ago.
Okay. So I'm getting a vision of this man, and he's giving me the words. I also feel there's somebody more lateral to you, like a spouse, okay?
Yeah, my spouse too, yeah, his son, yeah.
Okay. Well, he's there. There's his son, your spouse's son is there. Okay. That's your spouse's son, but he's not the one showing himself to me. Your father-in-law is showing himself to me. So I'm getting 2 different souls. I don't know who wants to, I guess we're going to work with the father-in-law right now, since he's the one. He shows me he's devout Christian. Believes in God. He follows that routine every day. In other words, there's not a day that goes by in his life when he was on earth, and even now, he says he loves to worship. Worship is very important for you, for me, for everyone. Now, remember he said the number 4. That was your father-in-law talking then. The 4 might make some sense now that we're, identifying to go with him. He also shows me that he's smoking a cigar, or he smokes a cigarette on earth. Do you remember your father-in-law for smoking at all, please?
Yeah, he's smoking, and he did have 4 children.
There you go. Okay, so he's...
And, one of them was my husband.
Okay, so we have him here, all right, and he's wanting to come in and say hello. He thanks you so much for he's devout, a very respectful man, and very, very pleased that he's able to make our acquaintance this evening and have the words that he wants to have. Now, he has a little bit of Jamaican or West Indian kind of lilt in his speaking, and I think you do as well. Is that correct, love, please?
Oh, you're right on the nose.
Yeah, well, I can hear. Well, you're saying it, but I also hear it from him. So, but I got it from him more than you. He's got a little bit of that going on. He says Earth and where he is very similar right now. So I want you to understand, this comes in a lot lately with the discernments, meaning my connections to spirit, is that when they transition, a lot of them go to an area that's very earth-like. It's just at a little higher frequency. It's a non-physical, it's an energy world, very similar to Earth. He says he goes to church. He says he likes his cooking. He might have liked to cook on Earth, then I don't know, but he says he likes his cooking. And there's something about bread pudding or bread pie that he likes, something to do with that. A couple of dishes that were his favorite on Earth, he's able to eat them there. And so he's saying this to us for two purposes. One is to say a little bit about what he did on Earth, but also to show us that in spirit he gets to eat. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, how could he be eating? You know, he's in spirit. He's in spirit. But he's saying, no, he's in spirit, they do eat, but it's an energy eating. It's a symbolic kind of thing. It's also something about the urn that you got him. He likes the urn that you got him. I would assume then that there's something to do with an urn. Maybe after his passing, there was an urn. Maybe there are ashes in the urn. I don't know, but he says he likes the urn that was given to him. I think for his ashes. Was he cremated, honey? Was it? Okay, he was cremated, and he likes the urn.
Yes.
Okay, he likes the urn very much. He says he feels very honored to have presence in your home. I would assume then that the ashes, I'm assuming he's talking about the ashes are in your home. Is that correct, love?
Oh,
okay, all right. Well, I don't know what he means about presence in your home. Maybe there's something there that sits there that's from him. Okay, so I don't know. But he says something about presence in your home. He's delighted to have presence in your home. Okay, wait a minute. There's more. Oh, okay. So the urn may not be in your home, but somebody maybe has something with some of his ashes, like you know how they do the cremains? They do it sometimes in a piece of jewelry or some kind of an object. Does anybody have any part of his cremation remains in the home that you're in with your husband?
My husband passed away also. That's his son. He passed away. No, I don't have it. Maybe the other kids have it, but I don't have it.
Oh, okay. All right. So then his ashes are in somebody's home. And maybe...
Yeah, maybe his other kids.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Other.
Okay. All right. So now we started with your husband, okay, which is the son of the man who's speaking now. I don't have a lot of time, honey. I can't spend to bring in more than one person, but I just want you to know we have your husband here also. I could develop him if I was more in one-on-one with you, but we've done a lot this evening, and I want to thank you so much, honey, for calling in. And maybe thank you, love. God bless. Thank you. Thanks, honey. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, that was interesting. All right, I'm going to go back to Tanya, see if she's there now. Hello, Tanya. How are you, love? Where are you? All right, she's not there. She must have stepped away. And I'm sure it's an urgent matter. I will do one more other side. I'm going into live questions. We've got Charity here waiting for an other side, but we also have Camilla, who she called in earlier. Okay, hold on. Camilla, I'm coming to you, sweetie. Oh, hi. Hi, Camilla, honey. Hi, honey. Camilla?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. So how does it feel to have the same name as the woman who married Prince William, is it, over in England? Camilla, it's a beautiful name.
Oh, Prince Charles. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, I do feel a female around you from spirit, and you had said you wanted more of a live question, but this person does want to speak. So I'm going to let her speak. May I do so, please?
Yes, please.
All right. Okay, there's a wonderful family member here. She seems to have She seems to be fuller figured. She's got a wavy hair. It's brown in color. And I don't know. I just know that what she's showing me right now. I don't know what age her hair was brown or anything. She's just giving me a snapshot. She seems to be carrying a little bit extra weight on her. Fuller figured woman, actually. And the hair's nice and wild and curly. It's kind of about shoulder to a little bit less than shoulder length. She's a loving person, a person that cared about you very much your whole life, and she's here now. She says from spirit, her presence is here for you. She wants to say hello, just make a cameo appearance, she says, for her Camilla, for you. A cameo for Camilla, because she likes the alliteration is what she's trying to say. Now, she says there's overweight, as I mentioned, house dress, wearing green with a floral print, heart problems, and there's something in the heart area. And it seems like it's, she's saying it's a murmur, a heart murmur. Now, from what I'm saying, it could be grandma also. Do you understand this for anyone you would know?
Yes.
Okay. And she's got a heart problem. She says, you don't have any heart problems. Don't worry about that. It doesn't run in the family. She says it was her own distinct DNA issue, genetic issue. It was like, she wants to, and she also has uterus problems, she said, and other health problems. It wasn't just the heart. There were a myriad of problems that finally took their toll on her health. She says she's very happy to be here with God now in spirit. She loves you very, very much. I just want to go back to one or two things that she just said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Are you sure about I'm asking her, are you sure about the uterus, please? Yeah, there's something wrong with her uterus also. She also gives me the idea that she's carried 3 children this lifetime past. Now, for who are you thinking of, honey? Do you understand 3 children there?
I was thinking either my grandmother or my great-grandmother.
Do you understand 3 children then? Well, let me just go on with the other things, and we'll come back to 3 children. I see something distinct in her uterus area, as if there's some kind of a malignancy there, a problem, a tumor there. Which of the 2 would have had that, please?
I think that was my great-grandmother, I want to say.
Okay, well, that's hard for you to remember, no. And back then, it was really hard for them to know.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then there's also...
And they keep those kind of things private back in the time.
Exactly.
My grandmother.
So I might have both of them there. Both of them are, well, the one, I saw a woman who was heavy set, okay? And she's got this beautiful kind of wavy, kind of shiny kind of hair, very lovely woman. She's a kind person, very kind person. Hold on. And what about the heart, ma'am? The lady in spirit, I'm asking her, are you the one with the heart or are you the one with the uterus? I have the heart problem, and then there's also my mother here with me. So there's a couple of different people. I want to only have one soul step forward, please. Which one will it be? Because the first one was the heart problem, please. So the one with the heart murmur is the one with the wilder, wavier hair that's not real long. The one with the uterus problem is her hair pulled back more because she's more old-fashioned. She's the great-grandma. Her hair's pulled off the face. She also, great-grandma, is actually pretty good at presenting. She shows me herself wearing rimmed glasses round, like that. And she shows me pursed lips. And at senior age, she's got brown hair, is original color, but there's a lot of white in it. And she also is parted in the middle for this particular image she gives me, and pulls it off the face as if it goes into a bun in the back, or it's pulled off her face. I don't see exactly what's going on in the back. She's not as heavy as the other one. Okay, she's a little more slender, although by our standards a little bit heavier. She says that she gave the great-grandma, I gave up my health issues a long time ago. She says, what do you mean by that, grandma? Great-grandma? I mean, and there's also an SUE name like a Sue or a Susan that comes in around this. She's talking about her health. Hold on. I gave up taking care of my health. I wasn't very good with that, and that's what caused the problem. There was a lot of bleeding, but I didn't even go to the doctor. She says, I didn't know what was going on. I let it go too long. She says, but when I was sick, they didn't really know what to do about those things. She says, I'm with God now. She says, I didn't feel much pain, my dear. I didn't feel much pain. If you've ever thought about the suffering of your antecedents, your relatives, she says, we all feel very good now. We're not suffering at all. She says, take care of your little boy at home. Do you have a little boy, please?
No, no little boy yet.
Okay, do you have a little girl?
Nope.
Okay, there's childless. Is there a little boy in the family that's, below her? Like a grandparent, a grandchild, or great-grandchild or something?
Yeah, there's a girl.
There's a granddaughter. Okay. I wonder what she means by this little boy. Do you have a brother, honey? Okay, I don't know what that is, but it came in very clearly, so I'll just leave it alone. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other grandma, the one who's the first one that came in, the full-figured one. She's laughing. She's got a boisterous laugh, a good heart. She says a heart of gold. She was very giving and kind to the whole family, and everybody always thought well of her, you included. She liked to have you on your knee when you were little. She says she used to rock you up and down and play with you and tickle you and all those other things. She's showing me all that. She's showing me you when you're a little girl with her. She says she always came across as this jolly kind of, loving kind of mother figure. There's something about... She's the one with the heart problem now, honey. There's something about smoking. She did smoke at one point in her life. Okay. You remember that, honey? Do you remember that, love? That grandma smoked?
It sounds like my grandmother, but she wouldn't. I didn't know that she smoked.
Okay.
Probably before my time.
Probably before your time. Yeah, exactly, because she doesn't look like she smokes in the image she's giving me, but she's giving me that also. That's part of the problem for her health. That was part of the reason for her health problems. She had cardiovascular issues. She said that runs in the family. And she says, of course, with her weight and everything else, didn't help the situation much. But, of course, as you know, you probably know this, she didn't care about her health that much. She was just more into the family and being a loving, kind person. She also says she liked apple pie a lot. It was one of her favorites. Okay, so let me just see if there's anything else that she wants to show us or say. Grandma, is there anything else you want to show me, love? She says to you, just take care of yourself, Camilla. She says, I miss you just as much as you miss me. I'm sorry that I had to leave you at such a young age. You were young. And she says, I really didn't feel anything when I passed. It was an easy passing. She says, it was almost a relief to leave her body when she finally did go. She says, I wish I'd known then what I know now about taking care of myself. I could have lasted a lot longer. She's giving me something about in her 60s. Okay. Do you know how old she was, honey, when she passed?
I think she was like late 60s, early 70s, yeah.
Yeah, so she didn't really live a long life. She says you're nothing like her in that respect. She says you're very concerned about your health. You're very good with that. She says you like to take walks a lot, or, exercise, some kind of exercise. She says that you don't get out anymore as much as you should. She says you're sitting at home a lot alone. She says she wishes you would get out a little bit more, live your own life, do things you like to do. Don't sit inside so much, she says. Me, as your grandma, I'm concerned about you and your health. Now, you're healthy on one end, your physicality, but emotionally, she says there's a loss there going on with you. She says you will get over it eventually, but she wants to see you to try and make an effort to get out. Does that make sense to you, Camilla?
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby. Oh, that's right. We're talking about love. Oh, right. Okay, so that was why I had a mother figure one to come in and talk to you about your love thing. And we're going to talk about that just for a moment longer, okay? And then I'll go to another caller. So Grandma's saying to get out, if you're taking care of your body, you also have to take care of your heart and your mind. She says, don't worry about that situation. And there's something about him not returning or coming back. Okay, I don't know if you're fearful of that or if you're wondering if he will come back, but she's saying he won't come back. And you don't need to worry about that anymore. You don't need to think about it. You just need to move forward. She says, have some apple pie. Have some apple pie. In other words, be nurturing to yourself. Take care of yourself. She says, I love you very much. Big hug, big kiss. Mwah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, love. Feel better, Camilla, and thank you so much for calling in, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay. And so I am going to go to Charity, who has a life question. Charity, hello. You have a life question, right, honey?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. You have a life question, right? Okay, please give me your life question. And
Whatever came through was fine.
Okay, well, I want to switch to life questions now. So if you have a life question, just give me your question, please.
I have been considering breaking up with my son's father, my fiance.
Okay, don't give me the background. Just give me the question. Otherwise, you'll influence me and you'll interfere with the purity of the message. Just go ahead and ask me the question, love.
I'm just wondering if it's the right time.
The answer is no. There's something.
Okay.
There's something about opening up more to change. Being ready for change or not quite ready for change. You do need to clear some things out of your life, subconscious fear. You need to set things up better for a transition. There needs to be a clearing out phase of talking this over, almost a pre-healing before it's done. They're showing me you having quiet discussions with him, not just doing this on your own. In other words, like having some kind of like coming to terms with both of you, a meeting of the minds about it, that it would be discussed, and that both of you would come to a peaceful conclusion of this. You're really, truly not compatible on a soul level. It's not you making this up, but both of you do need to go through a pre-healing before it actually happens to prepare the both of you first. Does that make sense to you, please?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he loves you too, but you're not compatible.
I know, that's what's sad.
Yeah, but you just...
But it's exactly what you said. It's just it's different.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Both of you...
That feeling of knowing.
Right, but both of you have to cry in each other's arms about it at some point. You have to have that release so that when it happens, you'll both cooperate with each other. And also it merits stating why the two of you came together. This will help when you come to conclusion with this. What is the soul contract there? Why did you come to each other and bear a child or children and have a family? It's because you're supposed to be... Hold on, I'm trying to get what it is. You're supposed to be compatible on a soul level, but not an emotional earth level. You are helping souls, both of you. You're people who are healers on this planet Earth to work with others in their healing, but you're like twin flames. Twin flames, some people mean soulmate these days. Oh, he's my twin flame. But what they mean by this is you come together to accomplish certain tasks together, but not to be compatible soulmates in a male-female yin-yang relationship. So it almost feels like brother and sister, but it's not quite like that. It's more powerful than that, in that there seems to be something to accomplish together, which you have completed. And it feels more like project-oriented, like as if you had a family, or you're in some kind of work that's similar. But you both have this same kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, a soul imprint or soul energetic footprint that you're both healing types. Does that make sense to you, Charity?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's bringing me a lot of peace. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to be getting more and more as you move to conclusion. As the both of you have your discussions, you will come to conclusion, and it will be a peaceful and agreeable dispensation, breaking up. It will happen slowly over time. There will be planning involved. So your families, your respective family members will be last to know. But when it is decided, and it seems like it will be a mutual decision, both of you will be able to leave without a lot of drama and with a plan for both of your lives. Okay?
Oh, great. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Sure, my pleasure, and it's Spirit's pleasure as well. Thank you, Charity. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, and so I'm going to... I don't know how she popped in there ahead of everybody, but I think there are people down here who've been waiting longer. It's a funny thing, lovely people that are waiting. Like, here's somebody waiting 35 minutes, 39 minutes, and they're way at the bottom of the queue. Isn't that weird? And another thing that's really weird is my computer's going wild. I'm going to Rebecca, who called in a long time ago. You slipped to the bottom somehow, honey. Just give me your question, darling, and no background, okay?
Sure. Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Laura, I was wondering about my career choice right now. If I should continue to look for a job in education, And that's the question.
Yeah. Yes, you should. It's what you really love to do. It's what you're supposed to do. But what you need to do is tweak it a little bit so it suits you better. There seems to be a feeling that you want more power control over your time, or they give me this feeling like you need to deconstruct the teacher model so that what I mean is the structure of that kind of a job, so that it gives you more flexibility, more flexible schedule. What they're trying to do is clarify for you the problem that you have with this and how to make it, how to let it all work better for you. So what they're saying is, if you can find a job, and you will if you want to, that is a little more flexible. See, it's hard to find things till we know what we're looking for. So they're trying to help you understand that if the problem here for you is not that you don't like teaching, it's that you really crave more freedom. Does that make sense to you, please?
100%.
Okay, so what you're going to do now, what they're recommending you do, these are your divine beings speaking through me, is look for a job that gives you more flexibility and more freedom, that is a teaching job. Now that you know this, the job will immediately appear for you, and within a few weeks to a few months, I can't give you exact timeline, you will be able to line that up and have a new beginning there, a new beginning. So it looks like it's something new. You're going to really like it. You're going to have a lot more power and control over your time and your life, and by the way, you deserve it because you put in your time elsewhere. And I want to see, they want to show me something more about it. Hold on. It's like, oh, okay. You'll be developing teaching programs. You'll be developing teaching programs, and that's why you're going to be able to have more time at home and more flexibility. And if I would be so bold as to say, it might even be somehow cyber teaching or remote content creation, like as if you're creating modules that people can train remotely on. So those are the leads I can give you, Rebecca, but being a teacher is very much who you are, something that you do really, really well, and it is on your life path. So don't give it up, just define it a new way. Yeah. Okay, honey?
All right, great.
All right, love. Thank you so much for calling in, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye. Okay, I want to just stop for a moment and talk a little bit about healing and how diet can affect our healing. I don't mean our body only. I mean our vibrational state. If we're eating foods that are of high vibration, we will find that our psychic ability improves, our intuition improves, being on point for our purpose improves, our own intuitive guidance improves, and we'll feel better, and we will avoid disease. We will probably remove toxic fat from our body, which is there to protect us from toxins. So if you're not living a clean food diet, a plant-based diet, and I don't mean you have to be 100% vegetarian or vegan either, but in that direction, you should look into it, okay? Because it will open up a whole new level of working for you, a whole new level of living for you, a whole new level of miracle consciousness and awareness for you. If you go to my website, Spirit Medium TV is one way to get there, you'll see on my main menu that I have an option called Clairvoyant Healer, and in there I have a couple of things like ideal weight and all the healing services I offer. If you'd like to engage in that with me, that's really the meat of the work. It doesn't mean I exclude anything. It just means that I take a broad approach. Do you know that, guys, I've been healing the same guide of John of God in Brazil. If you don't know who he is, he's a famed healer in Brazil. For years, I've been channeling him as my master guide. I channel a lot of other beings, as you can tell, but I've been channeling a healing guide. So that's ultimately, I've been told recently that my main charter is being a clairvoyant healer, and mediumship is a subset of that, right? And all these other messages are a subset of that. So if you would like a private appointment with me, just go to SpiritMediumTV.com, and item 1 on that page gives you rights to a sale with me. Okay, moving right along. That was my commercial break. One of these days I actually will have these things recorded. I keep putting them off. Okay, I am going to go to Susie B because she has something important to ask today, which is very interesting. If I could find her. Oh, there she is. Hello, Susie B. Hi.
Hello, my dear Laura.
Hi, honey. So can you ask that very confusing question you asked me earlier? Go ahead and ask it. See if I can get it. See if I can even grasp it. Go ahead, love. Ask the question.
Okay. It does our soul family, our individual soul family, have a distinctive trait, marking, or something we all share to recognize each other besides by energy? Like would you know, like a beauty mark somewhere or something?
Oh, you actually mean something physical? Oh,
Physical.
No, the answer is no.
Or maybe something like, you know, the same, you know, interest.
Well, there are
thread, some kind of a thread that connects.
Well, the first thing I have to say is there is usually a soul trait or characteristic which will weave itself through everyone. Similar to a gene pool, if we're thinking about Earth, you know, we might have in our family a slight tendency towards making twins, but not everybody is going to be a twin. But we all have that DNA in us. There's another, so yes, there is a soul trait that weaves amongst everyone. And I know what you're going to ask in a moment, but let me just finish this. The second part of this is, which is a new idea, which I've never said before, but is coming through right now, is that we don't always glue together. Some of the members of our soul group come and go, okay? Come and go. And that's similar to a gene pool as well, because sometimes we might have everybody in the gene pool has a tendency to twins, and then some people drop out of the gene pool, and then the only ones that are remaining are the ones that have the same trait. So so you were going to ask me what your family, what your soul family's common trait is, I think. Is that what you were going to ask me next?
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah.
One more.
Okay. Hold on, honey. Let me just do that first one, love. So what is a common soul trait with Susie B's family, her soul group? Hold on. This is for Susie B. Love. Love is everything in your family, in your soul group. Learning about love, crisis around love, clearing love issues, making love together, being love. Your family and soul group is all about matters of the heart, harmony, and love. There are some members of the soul group who leave, eventually go to other soul groups when they're ready for those kind of lessons, mostly higher vibrational lessons. This is karmic love healing, is the commonality in your soul group. Common love healing, loving myself, loving others, knowing how to have respect for self and others, and all of that. You're at the higher end of the soul group now, and you will be transitioning to new lessons. Those lessons will be behind you soon. Now, what else were you going to ask me?
Wow, well, you answered that during this question, which was, what you're saying is that we do move to other soul families, not necessarily connected to the same family.
Exactly, but don't feel nervous because you'll always be able to come back to visit anybody that you need to visit. But a funny thing is about the spirit world, which is one of my lovely topics lately. I've been studying this a lot. One of the things about the spirit world is that as we're there, when we first transition, depending on our soul's development, most of us on Earth level vibration will go to Summerland, which is an Earth-like place. Then after we've been there for a while, we can evolve higher up into spirit. We change. We actually change. We might have some of the characteristics we had when we were in our soul group, but maybe we have newer ones. We're less dramatic, for example. We may have less crisis. We may, so some of our personality may stay the same and that's when you're moving to different soul groups. By the time that happens, it won't bother you anymore if you leave your family soul group. See, because sometimes, we may think to ourselves, I don't want to leave my family. Well, when you evolve, that all becomes irrelevant because you change. You literally change.
Yep, that certainly does make sense. Thank you very much.
Thank you, love. I'm going to go on to another caller, honey, but thank you for that question. It was a good question. Thank you, love. Bye-bye, honey.
Yep.
Okay, bye. Okay, I'm going to see who else has been waiting. Okay, we've got Anne Marie, who's waiting for her another side connection. Let me just see something. She's longer. Well, Angela's got a live question. She's been there longer. I don't know why my whole board is all lit up. Dang. I'm trying to get it to not light up. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So it looks right now like I'm going to have to go to Angela, which is fine. She has a live question. Are you there, Angela, honey?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sweetie, just give me your question, love. No background, all right?
Okay, just a question. I just wondered if you see a relationship coming and how is the relationship coming?
Yes. So funny because your question is very similar to the Angela I spoke with last week also. Well, the answer is not the same probably. What I get is yes, definitely coming in. Not much more time to wait. And I don't understand yet why, but the answer is within the next few weeks you will be meeting somebody that you finally like very much. You've been waiting a long time. Yeah, finally. You've been waiting a long, long time. It's like enough for you to have a temper tantrum already. But you've been very patient. You've been very patient, but you will be meeting this person soon in the near future. You don't have to wait much longer. They say, your divine beings say, hang in there, Angela. We're working with you on this. And they say you don't have to get yourself another talisman or amulet about it. In other words, you might have been lighting candles, or you might have been holding a quartz crystal, pink colored, something like that, close to your heart. But they said, don't worry, he's coming in now, finally. He says, they say, your divine beings say, you've done all the work you need to do on yourself. You are perfectly magnetically attuned now to attract in the right mate for yourself. That's in the second part of your question, which you didn't ask, but they're telling me you really want to know, well, will he be the right person for me? Because I've been knocked.
Yeah, how am I going to meet him? Near where I live?
Let me just finish the one message, love, that was there. Okay, which is he will be vibrationally right for you. You have had a rough time of it with men. Actually, such a rough time of it that it's a miracle that you even want anybody else. It's one of the things they're saying, because you had a rough time of it. In other words, you have had some really rough, bad relationships. Okay, so that's what they wanted to say. So he's going to fit you. He's going to be nice. How? You don't really need to do anything more than what you have been doing. In other words, you have created in your life the space for this person. You have done something with yourself to clear your vibration. You seem to be, I see a pink quartz crystal near you. So that means you're either carrying one with you or you use one, but there's been like an energy clearing around you. So all these things are done. So all you need to do is fill your space with love and light. And if you want to know exactly what you need to do, one second, something on a more mundane level, is there something that Angela needs to do other than what she's done? Spirit, hold on, Angela. She's done everything. Hold on, honey. Put the light near your door, near your window at night. He will come to you. What they mean by that is, it's like, you ever hear of that, putting a candle in your window, or so that you, so that the spirit comes in. Put whatever it is you're doing. You have done all the things you need to do. So it's almost like you've put a light in your window telling the world, I'm here, come to me, my love, come to me, my love. So you've done everything you need to do. I'm trying to pull it to a more earth level because that's what you want me to tell you. I'm trying to get it there, but right now they're still on a symbolic level. So the symbolism is you have to put your light out, like like as if you have a flashlight and you're just, find me with my light. Let me see what you need to do specifically. You don't need to do anything more than what you have been doing. You've been looking for someone for a long time. Keep up the search the way you've been doing it. He will find you with the right vibration, which is the light we speak about. You have the light in your window now, meaning that you have put out your vibes or you put out your tentacles to find someone. The method you're using now to find that person will work for you. That's all you need to do. So you've done everything you need to do. All you need to do now is relax and continue doing that.
Yeah. There's a Whole Foods market near where I live, and
Okay.
I just wonder if I meet this guy in a Whole Foods market, like in a grocery store.
Whatever you're doing now, just continue to do it. I don't want to give you any more detail because I don't want to lock you in. I just want to give you that much information. I hope that makes sense to you, Angela. I'm going to let you go now, honey, and move on to another caller. Thank you so much, love, for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's important not to get too locked into specifics. Let the universe work for you. I am going to go to the person who was right around the same time as Angela. And how did that happen? Oh, God. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. I thought it was going to be... I think it's Anne-Marie. Hold on. Anne-Marie, you've been waiting a long time. I haven't taken you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, honey. Yeah, the amount of time waiting changed for some reason. I guess you might have, I don't know what happened, but anyway, I'm here because you've been waiting since way before the show started. Okay. Anne-Marie, and you want an other side connection, love. Hold on, darling. Let's see who we can get for you from Spirit. Father. I keep feeling that there's more of a male energy to you, a strong male energy to you. I also feel that there's smoke or smoking around this person. I also feel that he did not have a lot of money and was sometimes might have, geez, it's very serious, might have felt like he was homeless or was like a hobo or something. There's a real serious illness here or sickness here with this person. It has to do with not being able to hold on to money very long and having a lot of destitution, financial destitution in his life. Does this make sense to you, honey, for anyone that you would know that's male and maybe in the father category? We could be a little loose about that right now.
Yes.
Okay, and it does seem like a father figure to you, so it might have been somebody that was father figure. That could be grandpa, father, could be an uncle, could be father-in-law, could be someone like that. It literally shows me himself as being almost homeless. He's got a hat on, he's got a shirt on, a jacket on, but everything's a little disheveled the way he shows himself now. Doesn't mean he always will be, but he's just trying to make identification. And he's wearing gloves and the fingers are worn out. He's holding a bottle. He's got a drinking issue here. And he says, I'm sorry. Very, very sorry for the way I left you and everyone in the lurch like that. He says, I'm making recompense in spirit world now for everything I did. He says, yes, there was a soul contract for the family and me to have done the things I did, but primarily I should have grown in the lifetime past, and I did not grow the way I was supposed to grow. He says, I apologize to everyone for the way I treated you all, but I love you all very, very much. He thanks you for giving him the opportunity to come in tonight to say this to you in a loving and gentle way. He's so grateful for you allowing him to say these words. Does that make sense to you, Anne-Marie, please?
Yes.
Oh, God bless you, sweetheart. God bless, love. I'm going to let him talk a little bit more. He says, I've loved you all forever. He says, I'll love you all forever still. He says, thank you for forgiving me, because I know you all have, from the bottoms of your heart. He says, I never deserved the forgiveness you've given me. He says, you've given me forgiveness, and I will be forever grateful for that. He blesses all of you. He says he prays for you from spirit. He's with angels.
90 seconds.
And he's very happy now. He says he's well nurtured and cared for. He says for a long time he was in a spiritual hospital when he transitioned from Earth. He was in hospital here or some kind of care clinic facility.
Yeah.
right? But he says when he went to Spirit, he stayed in a hospital there, and he says he was given a lot of love, a lot of nurturing. He says the hobo life is over for me now, and he laughs a little bit. He says, thank you for taking care of me, Anne-Marie, the way you did towards
60 seconds.
Towards the end. He said no one else would. He says you did. He says you gave me what I could not give you, but let me tell you now, I give you back what I never gave you, which is love.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless, love. And you have a blessed and healing evening. I'm going to give you a little healing right now, honey. I am going to give you some healing. Okay. Just relax, sweetheart. There's a lot of areas in your body that have been blocked from that relationship. But the first thing I'm healing is the head area, just that you soften. There's green light going in there. There's also something about your eyesight.
10 seconds.
Your eyesight is being improved as you release the grief. Believe it or not, there's a mind-body connection between your eyesight and this situation. There's also the throat chakra needs to be opened up and cleared because the problems that were had in this situation for you on Earth affected your self-esteem and ability to present yourself properly to the external world, express who you really are. You're being healed in that area now as well. Hold on one second. And now I'm going to heart. Your heart is beautifully open now and healed. God is working with you on your new life, Anne-Marie. Do not worry. Everything is going to come to you just as you hope. You're opening up new doors for yourself in a new beginning. The past is now behind you. You can sweep it all away. New beginnings are coming to you every day. God bless. Namaste. So whatever new thing you're working on, honey, is going to work out, and the money will be there. Does that make sense to you, honey?
Yes.
Okay, love. All right. God bless, love. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay. I want to say goodnight to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wednesday I work again at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on this radio network. I also will be probably starting some other things, like a psychic TV show. There's something going on with that. It's nothing big. Although you never know. It could become big. And always remember, the psychic cries too with you. Namaste. Have a beautiful evening. God bless.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.